Hello, Kim Saft, licensed clinical social worker. I'm a doctorate in transpersonal psychology. I've been in private practice for over 20 years. This is me helping you transform your life. Arriba! Ha-ha! All right. So one way to transform your life is by showing up to yourself with positive affirmations. Typically, we show up to ourselves with all kinds of criticism and judgment and shame. And it's habitual. It's habitual thoughts of how we show up to ourselves. And our thoughts dictate our reality, right? So for a higher quality of life, we want to change our thoughts. So we want to get out of the judgment and into the support and compassion and understanding and empathy, all kinds of good stuff. And we can start that by force-feeding new thoughts in to counteract those ants, those old automatic negative thoughts, right? So we're going to bring some into our repertoire, and we're going to kind of force feed them in because they're not going to come naturally, because what comes naturally is what I learned in my family origin, what was modeled for me, what's habitual: judgment, shame, disdain, criticism. So what we're going to do is start with some positive affirmations. Here's my definition for positive affirmations: short, positive self-statements, statements about ourselves, that we do not believe, that we want to believe. And then through the power of repetition and consistency, we start force feeding into our brain, create new neurological connections, create new automatic thoughts that are positive. Higher quality of life. Right? So positive affirmations, short, positive self-statements that we do not believe, that we want to believe, and through the power of repetition and consistency, we start force-feeding them in, build them into our repertoire, and that then becomes habit of how we show up to ourselves. So, what you can do is take any negative thoughts you have about yourself, reverse them, put them into the positive, and start repeating them. And the more you repeat them, morning, afternoon, evening, put them in your phone, set an alarm, do them when you're brushing your teeth, as often as possible, when you say them, you're cementing them in, right? So you can take things that you feel about yourself negatively, reverse them, and start saying them. And just to give you some ideas to start you off, I'm going to give you some examples you might want to use, because they're pretty great. All right, try these on for size. You might repeat them with me. I'm enough. It's a big one. I'm enough. I matter. I matter. I have worth and value. I have worth and value. I trust myself to take care of my business. I trust myself to take care of my business. I love and accept all of me. I love and accept all of me. I show up to myself with compassion. I show up to myself with compassion. I trust myself. I love myself. All of me is worthy of love and attention. All of me is worthy of love and attention. They feel good, right? And don't worry if they feel foreign or it feels uncomfortable to say them. Remember, anytime we're out of our comfort zone, we're going to feel uncomfortable. But what happens outside the comfort zone? That's where the stretch is happening and growth is happening. Right. So start showing up to yourself differently. It might feel foreign. It might feel a little uncomfortable. That's okay. You can handle uncomfortability, all in the name of higher quality of life. And what you say to yourself matters. Yeah. Positive affirmations, baby. Enjoy.